Snowflakes falling big and round, twinkling lights choking out the sound. Candy canes and gingerbread, the smell of Christmas makes me see red. Santa hats on every head, I wanna burn them, leave them all for dead. Oh, it's Christmas, what a drag. Tinsel dreams in a plastic bag. The joy, the cheer, it's all pretend. Come on, let's go piss off your friends. Shiny bows on every gift make my teeth ache. Skating rinks and snowy drift feel so fake. Hot cocoa spills on frozen ground. The carolers sing, I just want them drowned. Deck the halls, yeah, deck them with rage. Rip the script, tear up the stage. Silent night now, scream it loud. Flip the slate, crush the crowd. It's Christmas, here we go. Fake smiles under mistletoe. The lights, the bells, it's all a scam. Come on, let's go ruin the fam. Snow keeps falling, bury it deep. This town's joy is a promise I won't keep. Christmas is here, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and cheer. I'll be outside smashing reindeer. Oh, it's Christmas, what a drag. Tinsel dreams in a plastic bag. The joy, the cheer, it's all pretend. Come on, let's go piss off your friends. Oh, it's Christmas, here we go. Fake smiles under mistletoe. The lights, the bells, it's all a scam. Come on, let's go ruin the fam. Snow keeps falling, bury it deep. This town's joy is a promise I won't keep. Christmas is here, yeah. Go ahead and cheer. I'll be outside smashing reindeer.
Tiny feet go pitter-patter down the snow-lit halls, checking names and checking twice behind those candy walls. Naughty sneaks and nice daydreamers written big and small. I'm the Christmas elf, I'm on the case, looking for the grins on every face. Naughty or nice, I see it all. I'm the Christmas elf who hears your call. Glitter, dust, and peppermint swirl in my little sack. One for joy and one for kindness, always got your back. Snowflakes dance and whisper secrets as I make my track. Santa's list is long and wild, but I know every single child. I'm the Christmas elf, I'm on the case, looking for the grins on every face. Naughty or nice, I see it all. I'm the Christmas elf who hears your call. Oops, a giggle caught my ear. Was it mischief or good cheer? Spill the cocoa, tell me quick. Are you clever or a trick? I'm the Christmas elf, I'm on the case, looking for the grins on every face. Naughty or nice, I see it all. I'm the Christmas yourself who hears your call.
Like,
No, not really. See, they got a piece of equipment part that come out there a holler that morning. And it was, I didn't recognize them, but later that day, or the next day when the FBI got it, Randy brought it to my attention. The guy I used to work with.
oh, okay.
They actually talked to him that morning. I was in the pickup truck. The mother, the grandma, and something.
So you saw some?
Well, she was in the truck. Randy said that she laid up in the back of the truck. It was indicated.
Did she? Oh. The extended cab?
Yeah. I guess it was their truck.
Was that morning?
Yeah.
No,
No, because where we're from Moore County area that way, they give us drive time. And at that time, we was leaving 3:30 of the day. So we didn't know nothing about it until we come back to work the next morning.
do you guys know of Fred Hill, Jamie Killian? Any of those names ring a bell? Dudley Ajan? Well, do you know Don Wells or not? Okay. He's blaming. So these guys over here don't know them either.
No. It was actually an outage that day. I worked the repairs of the bigger with the beard. He was one working over there most of the day. I think it was like later part, like after lunch.
Somebody worked over there most of the day. Randy said, Summer was in the back of the truck at 8:30 a.m. that they seen him. They didn't know till the next day that Summer had gone missing. I find that odd because you don't watch the news. None of the tree trimmers knew. That's an odd statement to me. However, I want you to keep in mind the name of the tree company was Davies. It was not Hill's Tree Cutting Service. So this could be a whole different Randy we're talking about.
So your guys' work crew saw Summer the morning.
Yeah, I was over there at like
That's before you started, wasn't it?
No, I worked that outage. When he hit that guy, that was the same day.
So I didn't think it was Davy Tree Service. I thought it was
Yeah.
some
I thought it
was like a local, just
Leslie Carpenter's, but I know that there's a couple of others. Price is one of them that's kind of so and then they don't do all it.
Yeah,
Just me, or does Kathy Gordon always sound drunk?
we was up the holler the day y'all would go back.
So why did they stop and talk to the?
We had the roadblock for a big piece of equipment.
Oh,
set
so
back here.
but did they talk to the Randy? You said that
Randy,
didn't talk.
Randy spoke to him that morning.
And she was
No, he's back in North Carolina with him now.
Randy. What's his last name? Do you know? Do you think he would talk to me?
I can't remember what Randy.
Randy.
You all, what, Davy?
Yeah,
You're
Davey.
what tree service?
Wolf and Davey pretty much the same thing.
Okay, now, my road that I live in Bates Station.
Yeah, see, most of us are from up around that way, Morristown. I live in Morristown.
Oh, do you?
I'm so we lost our contract in Jefferson City.
Paul Jr.
Oh, Junior. Oh, Junior.
Childress.
Oh, your name's Paul Childress? That's a common last name here,
You're
isn't it?
from Tassel.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know where Bates Station's at.
I drive through Main Station every day to get here.
Okay.
So,
I live
are you
on.
guys?
What's really crazy about this is this guy just told her that his name is Childress, right? In the next live I'm going to show you, I don't know if she says it in the clip I'm going to show you, but she says this guy is dead, even though she's still text messaging him. This is the guy she was text messaging, but she's also telling us that he's dead. Make it make sense.
Are you following this MLS page at all?
Yeah, every now and then I'll read stuff.
Okay, so I have a YouTube channel. My name's I go by Ziggy. I'm the one that had Dawn on there who was saying the N-word and it made freaking News Nation news and everything. So I'm down here from Indiana, you know, just talking to locals and
I agree.
seeing what they feel. Do you feel like they?
Which is why I have a problem with Cold Hand Luke that Jody talks about, because Jody tells me he's a painter. He's in the construction business, and she has also told me in the phone call, if you guys listened, which we didn't finish, we have 2 more parts, so I don't know if she said it yet, but she also says that it's very possible that Dawn was contracted out many times with Tucker through Cool Hand Luke's painting company.
They had something to do with it? Or know something?
I was in the Marine Corps. I grew up there, and then I come back here in May.
I think maybe it was an
Got on this
accident. They
company.
covered it up.
I just
Or it could be some
trying
type
to
of
get used to it.
Well, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I was overseas.
The picture, one picture they posted when she was in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
Asleep.
Yeah, I
That
was
didn't look right.
Okinawa for 4 years.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. A lot of people think she wasn't. She was actually
Right.
gone there or close
Nothing
to
crazy
it.
going on. You know, I was just
So there wasn't a lot of
Are you
bombing.
guys park your equipment here at night or something?
And all that
Out
stuff.
here,
no,
Well,
it was
off,
pretty cool. Like
Lone Star.
everybody wasn't in any conflict. The only thing that went on was
Where's
right when I
Bowser
got out
Cemetery?
was the
That's right.
Afghanistan flight.
You haven't pulled up? Okay.
We had a few guys sent over there.
I know there are a couple of cemeteries up that way. I can't remember what they had a couple bombs went off.
I went
We
to
did
that.
lose
I went to. That's why I was walking over there to check to see if that was Bowser. I know this is supposed to be the prayer garden.
Yeah.
I thought it was for summer, but
Here, she was opening. Okay.
Well, there's some people already done it. I was reading one post my mom taking in it. And it kind of pissed me off, you know?
no, you
Well, I know
can't.
if the tree guys had anything to do with
No,
it.
you can't do that. I can't. Like that
I
guy
got
who
on
came on.
And what's your name now?
Scott.
Scott Sanders.
Yeah, the guy that came on. Okay, so the guy who was part of the billboards from Lamar, he came up on my YouTube channel, like just because there was the whole thing. Do you know Brad?
Wishon. I think. Oh,
I don't remember the guy coming up on her panel from Lamar. I'm writing that down. We need to look for that. Guy from Lamar on Zig's panel. Why, Ziggy? If you had no part of the marathon, why? Why is Lamar coming on your channel? I'm going to have to listen to that.
how do you pronounce it? Wishon.
His dad went by Shrek, I guess. I guess he was stealing a bunch of.
Gene. They called him.
Oh, what's his name, Gene?
I think I might remember somebody talking about one of the names. You said Fred.
Fred Hill.
Does he drive like a yellow pickup truck? Does he live on the same road?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's a
Is he in
guy
my
that
trash?
ran from the cops whenever he thought they were coming to take his weed.
Oh, is he in that trashy like?
Fred ran from the cops when they thought they were going to take his weed. So the cops must have been at Fred's house while the tree trimmers were there on another day. I also would like to know, was the tree trimmers there when the Jackie Dobbs shit was going on?
Falling apart, like it looks like a junkyard.
Yeah.
So that's who.
That's who lives there. And that,
I don't know. He lives, if it's the same guy I'm talking about, almost Taylor Holler on the left there.
yeah,
The junction stuff.
yeah. That's where Fred.
Does he still drive that yellow vehicle, or is he in a?
Oh, I don't know. It's been months since.
Okay, so that's who Don is. Don Wells. He has mentioned him as possibly somebody he suspects. I don't know. I think he's.
Don running up down the road quite a bit.
Yeah, he He's avoiding me.
I know Fred has threatened to kill Dawn because
Well,
he
I
brought
mean,
his name up.
Laziness. I mean, so
We were down there past her house. I think she lives on the Ben Hill Road.
Uh-huh.
Right? We were down past it, and there's like a gravel entrance, and we had an incident there. Went and helped the lineman put the line back up.
We were down there past her house just a little bit. What does she live on? Ben Hill Road right there. We had an incident, a couple lines. So that would have been a guide wire line, not the electric, because what I'm going to show you next is the text messages where the guy says there were no power outages. Ellie Mae was in my chat saying it was a guide wire to a telephone pole on a Thompson's property where the cameras were that the police took.
okay, so
They did send us in there, but it was just trying to trucks around.
yeah,
I think maybe some other guys
that
were-
driveway is
Where are
ridiculous.
you working at? Is that the one where that creek's right there, that big old
Yeah.
dead tree? Yeah, we was working in there. I took a dead tree down.
Yeah, and their house was like,
They done come up there this morning. We come in after all that stuff happened. And we talked about the president. Yeah.
the day after
The
something.
day, yeah. We're talking about him being in prison and all that shit. And my husband boy, that just don't. Who does that? You know, got a kid missing. Why the hell would you want to talk about stuff like that?
The day next day, his
Oh, yeah.
favorite, his hero is Donald Trump. So
Yeah. We know
Yeah.
all about it.
Did he go to work the next day?
well, if you saw him the next day,
Well, I
then
know he was up on that morning.
Ziggy, what does Donald Trump have to do with Summer going missing? Nothing. What he just said was Dawn came up there the next morning, was asking about trees and stuff, and he couldn't understand it because you have a kid missing, and that's the things you're worried about. And then Ziggy goes on to say, yeah, well, you know, he likes Donald Trump. Bitch.
Morning when we got there.
like super early or.
Around probably 8:30.
Oh, he didn't go to work ahead. I don't think. Well, people claim he did, but
I don't see how a person could go to work the very next day or the next week or whatever with a missing kid that's going on right at
Up in the house all the time.
7 months. They're getting drunk,
I got 3 kids myself. I don't know. I'd go crazy.
all that. I mean, I don't get it personally.
Her child, 12 years old at the time, standing there while she's talking about sensitive events that children shouldn't hear with their ears. Ziggy, you're a piss poor human.
I love them to her drugs. So, you know, I now have custody of her son. My oldest daughter has her 2 little girls. So, you know,
so if you,
I don't get it.
Yeah. What? Okay. So what was your name again? What? Do you guys have Facebook? And then yours is Paul Child. Okay.
Yeah.
If somebody named Adrian messages you, that's me. I'm trying to. If you know how to get a hold of that guy, yeah. Do you think is he a nice guy? Would he talk?
He's an older guy, right? Pretty nice. I don't know if he's got right.
That's what I was saying. Like if I message you and
He wasn't here long.
But yeah,
he actually got fired for tearing the line down, and this is his old truck and everything. I got his truck and all.
So he told Ziggy that day that Paul got fired for cutting that line down. He also tells her in text messages, I'm about to show you.
No, he transferred.
So could Paul have been mad? Or Randy, not Paul, Randy. Could Randy have been mad and taken Summer? I wonder what kind of vehicle he drove.
Transfer over to
you guys climb the trees yourself.
I
Are
just
you a tree
climbed
climber?
one.
You're a climber. Are you?
I try not to.
It's good money. good money. Davy's a really good company to work for too.
You live in Bean State.
Huh? So, what do you think happens in this summer? You know, or do you even follow up?
I've seen a couple articles.
Ziggy, is there a reason you put your bubble ass on the fucking camera all the fucking time? Why do we always get to see your bubble ass?
I know I went to Dr. Phil. We've actually, I think both of them, if we formed that mafia was real,
These guys, behavioral panels, that YouTube channel, behavioral panels, the ones that they work with Dr. Phil, and they were asking, they don't know much.
I think there were 2 videos on YouTube. The first video, it was like they were dissecting the way she was talking, and it kind of sounded like they were kind of pinning on him, but they didn't say it. And then the second video I watched when they actually came on stage and talked, and it sounded like she was more
So, you don't have anything to do. You're familiar with it. I can't concentrate. No, so, like you don't know, have you thought about sex trafficking or
I mean,
or accident? Like that makes like, do locals really talk about it?
I've seen signs up, but they got more signs set up, like where's trouble, no find something. And since I was in the area where it's happening, I looked at articles and stuff, but I heard that road's pretty bad road to live on.
The locals don't really mention that they. Do you think the locals create respect for parents, or do you think they're more sympathetic? I would say like most.
I'm going to move on. They go on to talk shit about Jody Sue. Of course, the tree trimmers give a very vague laugh about Jody Sue. We do know there was problems with Jody Sue and the tree trimmers. She stopped her car. She dropped the pen. The tree trimmers dropped the pen and all that. I know. I'd like to know why they lost their contract too. I was thinking about that, Twister, when I heard him say it. But just the rest of it is them talking shit on Jody Sue. All right, now we're going to move on to what Ziggy showed last night. I want you to hear how in depth. This guy just asks her any news on Summer Wills, and she goes on to her theories about Knoxville, and they didn't talk about all of this. The guy seems like after that, he doesn't want to talk to her no more.
The first one. Hey, sorry, I'm driving right now, so hopefully I have service for it to go through. So I'm not going to do a voice message. But if you can't hear this, I can type here or whatever. But really, there's really nothing new except Don gets out of jail next month. And we're all waiting to see what he's going to do, if he's going to come back on YouTube full force, or if he's going to wait a little bit and then come back on YouTube, or just never come back on YouTube. I'm also curious to see if him and Candace will still be together, and also if he'll be living over at Midhill Road. Candace is
second one
out of state somewhere, Don't know exactly where she's staying. It's been said like Arkansas, Georgia, or yeah, I think Arkansas or Georgia. And most people are believing, and I am too, that Jody Sue, the neighbor that's like kind of across the street, but you know, if you've been there, you'll know it's like not right across the street. It's actually not even close across the street. A lot of people believe that, or really thinking that something is suspect with her, and also Andy. I mean, there for a while, people were starting to believe Andy, but
Okay, so guys, remember this is back in September of 2022 that I'm sending these messages. So there's a few more to go. I just want to I want to be completely transparent, play everything in these messages, not just put out what is in words. So we can just see. It's interesting to hear back, you know. And I'm sorry that it's so quiet. Let me pull up my chat on my other phone now because I can't see what you guys are saying. Hey, Jam Jam. Okay. Now I can see the chat. All right, let's go to the third one.
I don't know. Like, he is, I mean, if you know who Andy is, that's Jody Sue's, Andy Bernard, Jody Sue's, like, ex or whatever. They broke up just very shortly after Summer went missing, which they were together, like, their whole lives since they were kids. So that's strange, but I don't believe that only one of them could be involved. I mean, definitely not just Andy.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto South 500 West.
Sorry. Definitely not just Andy because he wouldn't have left Jody Sue unless she doesn't know. But I don't believe like she wouldn't know. Like if he
take the next left onto South 500.
Sorry,
if he somehow like I don't know, possibly I don't know. Fred Hill saw Andy on the road that day. He swears. I talked to Fred again last night. He swears it was 100% Andy. It was him. It was the silver Kia Soul, and he swears. Like I've asked him several times, different scenarios. Could it have been somebody else driving Andy's Soul? Like could it have been Jody Sue? Because Andy swears that he wasn't there until like on that road until like 6:30, but I don't know. When asked the other day, he's been going live on, by the way, you might on The Real Andy B. If you look that up, he's done some question and answers. I don't know if you've watched, but
yeah, back then they only allowed minute clips on Facebook Messenger.
The last time he did it, somebody asked him what he was driving that day, and he acted like he couldn't remember. Like, that's something you're going to remember, okay? Like, anybody's going to remember something like, you know? So
that this man texted you, he didn't text me after all that time, Carolyn. What are you talking about? This is from years ago.
That's a weird answer, and it just seems like he's also constantly distancing himself from Dawn and Candace. I also had somebody contact me who claimed that their good friend or family friend was, got really bad in drugs and started prostituting herself to get her fix or whatever. And supposedly Dawn was one of her clients. And also also supposedly she saw Andy out there. It was in Knoxville, I guess, where she was at some kind of like hotel type place, like crappy hotel, you know, hotel, whatever. And supposedly there was like a pimp, I don't know, who also sold drugs and fronted drugs to Dawn. And I don't know if he fronted drugs to Andy, but I do know, like,
Listen to how gigantic this story is. She never told this story on here, and if she did, I never heard it. Dawn saved a prostitute down in Knoxville, and listen to what she's saying to this tree cutter that just asked if there was an update. She didn't bother telling him that she was now dating the crackhead, right? That was the neighbor she talked shit on. Not at all. She didn't bother telling them that. She literally sat there, made fun of Fred, let the tree cutters make fun of Fred, and then went out and dated him. And now she's writing them and telling them, oh, Fred said. Well, you heard the tree cutters say he's a fucking crackhead. And that he ran from the cops because he thought the cops was going to take his weed. So the cops were there a third time during them days? Crazy.
Andy got drugs off of her. Like, supposedly, I don't know this for fact. I'm just going by what this lady says. And it seems to line up because she mentions Knoxville, and it just makes sense. Mentioned it happened that Dawn helped a prostitute get away from their pimp in December.
Which now people are trying to, well, I'm trying to think. They were trying to say that was related to what's that girl? Not Layla, but her best friend that got killed, Breonna Tester.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think up a lie. Let me tell you something. I've been in a situation where I was face to face with a pimp that was pimping out my sister in Canton, Ohio. And it's no joke. They'll go to any extent to hide their crime. He put my sister in a car right in front of me and made her take off, got in my face and told me I was not even allowed to speak to my sister. I got into a fight with him. My friend Jackie was there. She drove me up there. I can bring her online one day to talk about it so that you guys can see what I'm saying is the truth. I believe it was like 4th Avenue or something in Canton, Ohio, in a little alley across the street from from a garage. There was an abandoned house, 2 or 3 houses down, a big lot next to it, garages in the back. There were girls in the garage. There were girls in the house. A 14-year-old come walking out while I was there. I tried to get in contact with the 14-year-old. I found out her name was Gia. I couldn't even come face to face with one of the girls in the house because the pimp was there to stop me and to kill me if he had to. He told me he would. I called the police and Canton police did nothing. So I don't believe this story about Dawn trying to save a prostitute. Ziggy, you ever been face to face? No, I'm going to bet you were one of the drivers down there in Miami that helped them. That's just my guess. I'm speculating.
December, that would have been after Summer went missing. And yeah, so it couldn't have been like that, couldn't have had anything to do with why Summer went missing because it was after Summer went missing, but it still might, and Knoxville might tie into this whole thing with Summer. Knoxville, drugs, possibly like, I don't know. I feel like maybe Andy might have taken Summer, drove Summer to somewhere, was like the driver or like, I don't know. But sorry for all the messages. I know it's a lot to go through. It's just a lot,
But he's never really responded. So no, he hasn't ever really Actually, I haven't talked to this guy for 2.5 years. And he hasn't responded in 2.5 years, probably because of the YouTube stuff, is what I guessed at the time.
But Paul Childress is dead, Ziggy. How can you write him? You just wrote him today. He's dead. This video, I didn't listen to it all. I listened to a few minutes. It's called, here, I'll put it in the chat. Sorry if you guys can hear my music. If I leave a tab up, the next song plays. Okay, this is the name of it. This is the date of it. Fred was in Knoxville. Now, he doesn't got to go to Knoxville to do his probation. He has to go to Hawkins County. Ziggy wanted to keep it a secret and accidentally told us Fred was in Knoxville. Why? What's Fred doing in Knoxville, Ziggy?
Before any type of rumors or anything gets started, that is where I'm at. I'm just staying off camera because I'm just really anxious right now. Because there's several things, like, you know, the stuff that I talked about yesterday. There's stuff that you guys, this is like so crazy. I don't even know. I was almost like, should I even go live? Because there's things I can't even talk about. You guys know, like, if I can't talk about things, there's serious stuff going on, because I cannot. That's part of the reason why I cannot go live. This is really getting insane. No, Fred's not here. He's in Knoxville. Oh shit. He's over in, yeah. God damn it. Sorry, Fred. God damn it. Well, there you go. Anyways, can't do anything now about that. There's several places out there. But the thing is, guys, thank you so much, Candace. Thank you so much. Yeah, Fred said it's okay. God, he said he didn't care if I told people. He's already talked to but still, I just didn't. You guys, that's why I can't be going live right now. Like, I shouldn't be. That's how, like, all over my mind is right now. Yeah, thank you so much, Candace. I really, really appreciate that. That helps me be able to continue on this channel. You know, it's awesome.
So based on the name of the live, it's called Yes, I Made It Home Safe. Fred recognizes voice in tree trimming video from 2021. So she makes it home safe. Why don't you stay in Tennessee with Fred? Like, why did you go home and him stay behind? Was he being questioned in a crime in Knoxville, Ziggy? Is there more he's being questioned about?
Also, a big part of it, like, in order for me to spend my time doing this, I have to be able to pay my bills, and that's just the truth. And I am really grateful for your guys' support. It means so much to me. Okay, so Fred's not upset, so that's all that matters. He took a much needed mental break. Yeah, and I knew that Justin was feeling, kind of over everything too. Like, we would talk about it all the time. About everything in the community and how negative it is and all the lies. You guys, at this point, I just feel like it's so obvious that Andy knows something that it's almost ridiculous to ignore it. And if you guys knew, if you really have watched and followed since the beginning, you would know what I mean, guys. Something is very wrong with him and his, yeah. Sorry, I'm just like, oh, thank you so much. Hold on. Thank you, Ava, so much for the Cash App. She said, happy birthday. Thank you so much.
Where are all these people now? Like, where did all these people come from? Have you all heard of any of these names that chat in her chat? Do you see the amount of weirdos that are in her chat that are not in Tiffany Marie's chat, Benny's chat, my chat, Smiley's chat, cracking cases chat. It's just all these strange names nobody ever fucking heard of, and they're all in Ziggy sending money, laundering, in my opinion. Fake names, fake people. Thank you so much. Thank you. You sent me a gift from Amazon. You sent me money. You sent me Cash App, a Venmo. You're so fantastic.
Oh gosh. So anyways, yeah, Fred wanted me to tell you guys actually anyways, but I was like, I thought maybe he's like, he didn't care at all, but I just thought why put that out there? It's really not necessary. And also, guys, it said it was on VineLink, the county of his probation. So I mean, it's
Okay, so he was there on a probation visit. I don't understand why he's going to Knoxville and not Hawkins, where he's charged. That don't make sense to me. Did something happen in Knoxville? Maybe we should check Fred's criminal record in Knoxville.
Alexandra. What marriage is fake? Oh, are you talking about Ryan? I was freaking thinking about that earlier, like about their Florida video and stuff. And I was just like thinking on things about how weird that dude is, like, and where where he came out of how he came out of nowhere. And I was seriously just contemplating that. And because I took a nap earlier and just woke up like about an hour and a half ago, and I was laying there just thinking like about the case and everything, that we've been talking about, me and Fred over the past few days, and what we talked about on here and things you guys have messaged me. Hold on one second. Aw, thank you so much, Judy, for the PayPal. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Ryan is part of all this mess. There's something up with that really bad. And I don't know. It's more suspicious than the Chase 420 shit. Like, it's weird. And then, with Fred's chirp getting taken when it did, the timing was very odd. And Fred literally said it the second it was taken. He was suspicious of Ryan from that point on. But I was like, no, I didn't think anything. I kind of, the timing was really weird in that situation. And I'm talking about when Fred's chirp was taken, and it was in the last, he had just got done messaging with Ryan. And then here comes the guards coming in,
September.
a few minutes later, and it says, hand over the chirp, The detective dude just popped up. Yeah, but he's popped up in the case. Ryan?
Nah, just me. I disagree. So Ryan knew Fred was writing from a different chirp. Fred got in trouble for the messages on a different chirp. Not just for the messages, but there was something in it because Laura was on Ziggy's panel and said, oh, I wish she hadn't written you that. So he was writing Ziggy and Ryan, and Ziggy was sending Ryan to the jail to meet with Fred. Ryan came out here with Ziggy. They were tight. I believe their fight is fake. That's my opinion. Just like I believe Ellie Mae, who was talking shit on Ryan in my text messages, told me she took Ryan all up on Fred's fucking property, but he didn't record that and he didn't show it to you. I would like Ryan to put the footage out from Fred's property when Ellie Mae let him go up on their property, because she told me that 100%. Hey, Foxy AF. Yes. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you, September. I beg to differ. I'm not a Ryan fan. I don't think you should go to Florida and chase little kids on the playground in disguise while you're pretending to jog. I think it's creepy as fuck. All of them up there are suspects. I agree, and I agree there's some kind of ring. Whether it be a money laundering ring, a drug ring, or a child pee ring, I don't know what it is. It might be all three. It might be separate. It might be together. But whatever it is, this shit's funky and it smells. It smells really fucking bad. Yes, sneaky. All right.
Just popped out of nowhere. He didn't even really have videos here on YouTube. Aw, thank you, November Rain. She said, happy birthday, Ziggy. Love you from November Rain. Aw.
He didn't pop out of nowhere. He was doing trips. Had his own YouTube channel. It had a lot of people on it, a lot of subscribers. He had a Pinterest. He had all kinds of accounts out there with millions of people on it. He was already famous through the History Channel and his sci-fi shit, his debunking, his conspiracy theory act, all the shit he did before where he was unliked in the conspiracy theory community already, right? Yep. Yeah, it's a chirp, but what it is, September, is it's a little tablet that you can pay for in jail. And Ziggy was taking in donations to get Fred a chirp. And then that chirp was taken off of him for something he wrote, Ziggy. And then him and Ryan started writing on another chirp. He wasn't even allowed to have a chirp. He was breaking the law in jail. But hey, if Fred ever lies or shows he's a bad person, Ziggy ain't going to be around him. She doesn't agree with that shit. Remember? Oh, hurry up, believe me. Hurry back. Yeah. I think Ziggy knows a lot. All right.
Thank you, guys. My birthday is actually the 2nd. I'm not trying to, double dip. I'm not trying to double dip in the birthday pond.
Yeah, you are.
I'm shocked all the famous psychos. Psychics he works for haven't caught on to him, right? Yeah, Fred was his chirp, and it was right after he had done messaging. Ryan was
the same psychics you work for, Donna Serafina, because Ziggy, that's where you came from. It's also where Ryan came from. Is she sending people to you? Ryan started on your channel following Summer's case. Nobody else's, yours.
Had known that was not Fred's chirp, that he was using somebody else's. And yeah, it was right after he got done messaging. He had that chirp for I don't know how long at that point. And then he talks to Ryan and boom. So that was strange. And then I watched that guy on videos. I'm like, dude, it's so fucking fake. And I was thinking about how he had his wife running out there around the park and stuff. Like, what the hell? Like, you just randomly show up at a park that you claim that somebody tells you, which is probably not even true.
That was after I showcased it. She always goes off of my shit. She didn't bring that out. I did.
It's probably a fucking lie. Just a distraction. Oh, it's sighting in Florida.
I'm going to go find it.
He was telling me about something that was even more reputable than that sighting from one of you guys in chat that I've seen around. That he was talking about how crazy that girl sounded. This Florida thing sounds way more out there than that. What he was telling me about that girl that he refused to look into. And it was in East Tennessee, actually. Because you started talking to me and kind of, just so this person knows, making fun of you, calling you crazy, and saying you basically saying you were sounding out there. And dude, that Florida shit was some out there BS. You should not be talking.
Tip from someone in another state, far away from where we live in Tennessee. Do you want to do the intro with me?
Not really.
Fine, get back to your show.
Hey peeps.
Okay, so anyway, the person.
I believe he's going to tell us it's a gay psychic that sent him down there.
Person in another state emailed me, said that she really wanted to talk to me on the phone. It was urgent. And so I gave her my number. She gave me a call. And she was very emotional. The reading that Jen did that week before we went on our hike had a line that was like, it was something like, tell them you saw her face. And everything else kind of made sense in the hike afterwards. I was reviewing the reading and thinking about our hike, and that one line didn't make any sense. Although before the reading, I remember I mentioned to everyone that not.
So he went to Florida on a psychic tip. Let's fast forward a little bit.
one thing I hate because I ate it before thinking it was coleslaw.
Oh,
Big old bite of it.
Pure.
Just like I did with the wasabi, thinking it was avocado.
Eyes watering.
So
That was real eyes watering.
if I ever want to like make people think my eyes are watering, just take a big old dollop of wasabi.
Oh, that's funny.
No, but that's why I can't eat anything that tastes of those two things, because I had such bad experiences with them.
Sounds like there's a lot of kids in the playground area. This might be more promising. Oh, wow.
Okay. You're in there? Yeah, I'm here. I saw you that looked promising, but I was able to get closer and noticed that she had brown eyes, but also she was just too old. Yeah. To be her. So I just want to let you know. What? Today that was? Yeah. Just now. Before you guys got here. But that came in a SUV?
Yeah, they came in the white van that's near the entrance, and there were 3 kids that got out. That's the one, right, Jen?
Yeah.
Yeah, the green shorts.
Okay, yeah. I figured that yesterday. Yeah, she was at least 10. So, okay. It's a nice day today.
It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
So I think I pretty much tracked every person pulling in here, and I didn't see anybody suspicious today, and nobody's pulling in anymore.
Nobody's what?
There's no more cars pulling in, as far as I can see.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on it, though.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, I know.
Be like a perfect day. There's one blonde girl, maybe in the green shirt. Jen, did you take her out?
I think, she's not in. Are you in the park right now?
Yeah.
Maybe you can catch Jen at some point.
She's still running.
Yeah, just...
And ask her if she looked at her.
Yeah, help her with her phone, or tell her to come to the car and I can help her.
She's kind of the right size and still with blonde hair. Aubrey.
When you see Jen, let me know, and I'll try to call her again, and maybe you guys can get her connected.
Okay, she's right here. I see her. She's jogging. You want me to call her?
No, just flag her down, or just walk up to her or something.
She's coming around now. Maybe I can cross paths, kind of.
Yeah, and then stop with her, and let me know when you do that, and I'll try to call her again. She might have to unlock her phone to actually answer it.
Yeah.
I'm pretending like I'm calling. I was adopted.
That's the sick thing. They were so discreet, like they were a couple just sitting at the park. September. So nobody knew they were out there stalking children, trying to get a look at their children. I'm sure if they did, they would have called the police, but this is how easy it could be for somebody to take somebody's child on the playground. Think about that. Look what they're doing. This is disgusting. Ryan, I'm not saying you did, but did you take Summer? Because look how easy you make this look.
Huh? Oh. Could be. So as I was going out to the park to call it off, Jen was sitting on a bench looking at a child that appeared to look identical to Summer Wells, with his or her head shaved. And I was a bit stunned when Jen pointed her out to me. Jen, luckily, caught the license plate number.
When Jen pointed her out to me, it was a little boy, Ryan. It wasn't even Summer. And here you are on here calling a little boy a girl. Let's go back to Ziggy's mess. You all get the point of that. Ryan's sick in the head. That's sick in the head. And if I caught you on the playground with my children, I'm sorry, you would have no dick left. Promise. If you even have one.
I'm so glad Trev back now was searching. Oh God, thank God. I didn't know that, but thank God. That Trev kid, he's a smart cookie. He's gonna go places. That's like, he's at 20 years old, like, yeah, he's more mature than most 40-year-olds. Or however old he is. He's very young. I think Ryan might have been a fed just for a minute. Now I think he's just a fruitcake. Dude, I was like thinking about just over that whole situation with that whole Florida video and just how weird that was. And how I couldn't believe his wife was out there running it. And that just made me like lose all respect for her, you know, because I kind of wondered like how much she even wanted, like how much she's really, I don't know. It's just, I didn't know what her intentions were. I felt like his intentions were not good. And now it's just her running around there, you know, with two brains put together, wouldn't you think it'd at least equal one? Like seriously, neither of them thought that. Are you telling me both of them thought that they were going to randomly go to or down in Florida, you know, in a location nobody in the fucking case has ever talked about? We don't, what the, mind blown. When I think about it, those two put together didn't even make one brain enough to think that was a really stupid, just ridiculous video. And then the whole like needing bodyguards you know, to check it, and then him taking a gun out on that one search of the kid. The guy is freaking nuts. Sorry, I'm on one tonight. We're gonna have a good show. You guys are gonna love this one. I can already tell. Those aren't here, you snooze, you lose. This is the place to be tonight. So let's see, what should I talk about next? Andy's in the chat. Hold on, wait. Let me see. Was it on Fields Road on the 15th before late? He said. Oh my God. Okay. No, Andy was unblocked yesterday and he didn't come in and decide to, you know. His wife are very strange. Actually, if you watch when they search, all they do is walk. What the hell? I had to unsubscribe after he used Ziggy. It was, yeah, like, you know, kind of makes me wonder, are we doing something right over here? Is that why I was his first, like, victim? You know what I mean? That was weird that the dude ended that I'm the one that was, like, chosen for his little scheme.
I'm going to have to look up and see if I can find some videos of what it's like to live in Miami and all the psychic shops and all the tourist shit they do down there to pull money in. Ziggy, just like me, was a resident of Miami Beach. She knows what it's like. And there's a lot of fraud down on the beach. A lot of drugs, a lot of prostitution, a lot of green card marriages, which I know about personally because my father had one. It's disgusting. I actually think my father helped Ziggy with her green card marriage. I'm not even going to fucking lie to you. I truly believe that. They lived 1 block away from each other, and she lived less than a block away from my aunt's psychic shop on, what the fuck is the name of the street? Ocean Drive. Yep, down there between 13th and 14th Street. Go look it up. That's like the hype spot. That's where Versace's house is. That's where Wet Willie's is. That's where that bar I like, Mangoes, is. There's a lot of crime that takes place within those few blocks right there. I would say even like 10th Street to 16th Street. It's pretty bad. It's my speculation that Ziggy was trained down there by the best, including my stepmother's sister. Hi, Pritos. Where the fuck you at? Also connected to Beach Creek through Jody Sue's sister, Amy, who owns real estate down in Miami. But hey, what the fuck do I know?
I don't know. She's always got the best, hottest info, right? All that truth just oozing out of that channel.
Hey, we
went up any keys, like Justin, and I love Justin. There's so like, I'm not talking shit about Justin when I say that, but there was other great channels with more subscribers than me. You know what I mean? Then Fred's chirp gets somehow just taken suddenly when Fred and him finally communicate. Then he claims he works for Eastman, and there's a lot of red flags with him. We'll see. What is a chirp? It's a texting device you can use in jail in Hawkins County. Would you ever be up to an on-site read? Location. My kid and I have one car. I would be over there. What do you mean on-site read? Are you psychic, Reach? I would if Fred was with us. Like, that's why I was willing to go to Ben Hill. Like, if I'm with there.
Why did the turkey not come to dinner? Because it was already stuffed. I love it. Thank you, Pam. I'll be telling that to my grandbabies. You're amazing. I needed that smile.
With a local, you know what I mean? That's why I was only considering going there, but then we just decided it was probably not a good idea for several reasons. Do you think Ryan could be a plant? I don't know if he's just like an opportunist or if I can't think what else he could possibly be. Why would he and then to hear that the guy that he was meeting up with says to Fred that he feels like Ryan was involved with his kids getting taken just a couple days prior. That's an odd thing to say. Hey, Sin and Chloe and Kathy. Yeah, right, Judy? You guys, anybody who subscribes to that BS that Andy and Cher are trying to put out, dude, this just puts the icing on the cake for her. Like, holy crap. I'm telling you guys, all you people who support Andy are really going to be in for a shocking surprise. Please open your eyes. How many red flags do you need?
You're right, Ziggy. How many red flags do you need? I don't support Andy, but I don't think Andy took Summer. However, I think Fred knows more than anybody in this case, since he's the one with all the answers and knows all about Knoxville and the tree trimmers and who this person is and who that person is. Fred seems to know it all. I don't think Andy's innocent. I think he was in a drug ring. I'm not even going to fucking lie. However, I don't think that has anything to do with Summer, I hope. However, there was a time my daughter was on Omegle and there was a guy that looked just like Andy's dad that I caught, and I had to send the tablet to the police, and the police never followed up with me. So that really makes me curious. Was my daughter catfished, and was that Andy's dad? I'm sure the police have that tablet now because I have called it in to TBI and to my Pittsburgh missing persons people here. So hopefully they went to the evidence locker and found it, and they can find out if what I thought I saw is real. I would like to ask Andy Bernard about Omegle, his father. Yeah, Fred knows everything, don't he? Yes. Girl, let me tell you, I was going to the bathroom and I heard my daughter talking to somebody. My bathroom is right behind where her bedroom used to be. She was about, how old was Malaya Earl? Like 8?
Somewhere around there.
8, 9 years old. So I hear my daughter talking to somebody, and she's not even allowed to have her tablet in her room at this time because I felt she was too young and she snuck her tablet in there. I come out of the bathroom, I walk into her room, and this little girl is taking her clothes off for a big fat man with fucking moles all over his face. I picked the tablet out of her hand and looked at this naked guy's fucking belly. Okay? He had his shit all down, and I flipped the fuck out, called the police, gave them my kid's tablet. She's now 20 years old, and the police never fucking followed up with me. But the more and more I think about it, I can never forget that fucking face. It looks like Andy Bernard's fucking dad. It was so bad. September said, hi, Mr. Earl.
Hi.
It was so bad. I was crying. I was shaking. Like, this man could have lured my child out of the house and I wouldn't even have known. Being I am related to these people down in Rogersville. I am 100%. I have cousins down there. It makes me wonder, was my daughter, because she's black, targeted?
This is all in my opinion, by the way. I really have some questions to Andy about Playboy and Dawn. And now Cotton Simpson. Listen to this voice, guys, for a second. This is Cotton Simpson from 2016.
Very thankful for their help. It was a major deal getting out of there.
Trapped in a small ditch in the woods behind his Bays Mountain home, Roy Simpson says he nearly lost his life Tuesday evening.
Got down in there, and then all of a sudden I couldn't get out.
Roy is no stranger to exploring the mountain woods. He says climbing into ditches was a favorite pastime as a child, but the growing wildfire turned a childhood joy into a nightmare.
I heard people hollering at me, and they'd come.
Two voices that sound familiar, and both are related to cooking meth. Then, the whole conversation.
Your husband is related to cooking meth. I fast forward a little bit. I'm trying to pass this cotton shit. I really just want to hear about the tree trimmers. That's why I'm here. Hopefully she learned. Oh, she did. And she's willing, like we spoke about it. I told her, me and her have had many conversations, me, her, and her dad, that if it comes out that it was Andy Bernard's dad, would she testify against him? And she told me, yeah. But she, even to this day, is very ashamed and embarrassed of it. Like, we have many arguments about it because I still get on her. Like, what are you doing on your phone? The girl's almost 21 years old. She wants me to just stay out of her fucking life. But as a mom, even your grandchildren, you don't want to do that. I don't know. Did you know AB was on Andy Bernard was on the road that day? I think the whole world knows Andy was on the road that day. I think he lives there, Ziggy. Of course he would be on the road that day. Hold on.
That Cotton, Cotton just ends up dead. Same area where Don was caught trying to pick up a little girl. You remember where he told that story that he was basically trying to be a hero? No, that's not what happened. He was seen by the family. I guarantee it. He was seen by the family and he had to play it off. What were you doing out there, Don? That's the same area Cotton lived, died. Same area where his mother's buried. Yeah, that's okay. So Fred said that's them shaking the bottle, making meth. That thing puckered up on me. They're sitting there cooking meth up on 110. Vintage. So where did those voices come from then? Yeah, but how was it? Where's the original one? So where are you telling me that this is made? So you're gonna tell me that we just randomly have Cotton Simpson's voice on tape making something like, oh, that now who the person didn't even know who that voice was. So now it just randomly, okay, so it's now playing. What the hell? How is that even possible? Either way, whether it's still freaking weird. It's still weird. I don't know where this shit came from, but that is definitely somebody making meth in the background. It does very much sound like Cotton Simpson. Fred said that's not pills, that's shaking meth. The shake and bake, right? Or shaken, whatever they call it. I've never been around somebody cooking meth. Fred said he's never cooked meth, but he has been around it before, and that's how when he told me the high from the fumes is so extreme, like it's so intense that like many people can't handle it. So can you imagine a child being around that? Cotton bragging about sleeping with mother and daughter to Fred. I don't know where this voice came from, guys. It does not matter. Let's disregard the video, okay? It's still, where is this voice coming from? Like, you know what I mean? And how did
I'm afraid it won't blow on me. He puckered out there and he couldn't make it come out. That motherfucker puckered up like a. I'm afraid it won't blow on me.
That thing puckered up. I was afraid it was going to blow on me. Dude's making meth.
Hey, dummy. That's Green Eyes. He's sharing the video, and we've been through this before. I watched this video with y'all before. Green Eyes shared the video, and he was giving commentary on it, and you're in there like, whose voice is this? No, I never heard of them. I'll have to check them out. Listen, I'm not saying I don't believe in the psychic shit or enjoy it for entertainment from time to time. I do. I read my horoscopes. What woman out there doesn't do that? When we were teenagers, you'd get your 17 magazine, and the first thing you go to is the fucking horoscopes, right? If you really believe in a devil worship, though, there's a difference. And Ziggy really goes out there and pushes the psychic shit. And I grew up around that shit. I know what that's like. I know it's fake. I definitely had a stepmom that definitely had a sister that had a psychic shop that I've been in, and I've seen it firsthand in my own life. I like the way Cotton talks too. However, that's Green Eyes' voice that you're hearing. It's a video he gave commentary in. All right.
And Fred said most of the time it's a 20-ounce bottle it's made in.
He would know.
So I know you can't hear the chopper. That's why I'm wondering, is this, I am wondering that too, like about that. But still, was this straight from Candace's channel? If this was straight, I don't care. I mean, I would think that we would be able to hear the chopper, but inside a house, but how far, how he's zoomed in. So we don't know how far away that is and where he's at. He could be inside and it's just zooming in. And that's why we don't hear the chopper. And then
It's Candace's fucking video. Candace posted this video, Ziggy. Candace posted it. Let's hear what you have to say about the tree trimmers. I'm going to let it play a few minutes without stopping.
And the music is loud. So that is, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like music in the background playing the house. And it sounds like they're sitting inside making meth. And it sounds like somebody is filming, zoomed in, the chopper out there. Hold on. Also, she posts some other, this is just the most interesting one to me.
Puckers out there and he couldn't make it come out. That motherfucker puckered up like a. I'm afraid it was gonna blow him.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. All the best. Have a great comments.
Puckers out there and he couldn't make it come out. That motherfucker puckered up like a. I'm afraid it was gonna blow him.
And here, let's recap also the news interview with Cotton, just for those who want to hear.
Trapped in that fire, and several firefighters end up being trapped themselves. We spoke to the man who firefighters worked rescue yesterday. He says that he is very thankful for their help.
It was some major deal getting out of there.
Trapped in a small ditch in the woods behind his Bays Mountain home, Roy Simpson says he
made that video, didn't add anything to it. So you just uploaded it, really? Really, I'm telling you guys, this is like the scariest. Okay. So it's like, so I had to take out a couple things of her personal, like so I'm going to play the one that says, it's like, the original is 1 minute and 10 seconds. This one is 1 minute and 7 something. So there is a couple things taken out and I can't remember what. I must have felt that they needed to be taken out. So since I didn't have a chance to go over, that's what I wanted to do, is go over the whole unedited call first, because I wanted to see if it was okay to play now, or if it was just something I couldn't play at the time. Now it's like a year and a half, 2 years later. So, but I didn't have a chance. I was listening to it on the way home and my phone started acting up and I couldn't finish it. So I'm going to play this one, the July 4th, 2022 edited call, which is an hour and 7 minutes and 47 seconds. It's this lady that got emailed me, and I need to find those emails too. And you hear her story and she talks like she has, it's almost like she's the person that she's talking about. Keep that in mind. She's saying that this is her friend, but yeah, this is the person that emailed me. I need to now find those emails, but you saw Candace throwing the hand sign up? Yeah, look for the thumb. Look for the thumb. See if the thumb's up, not just the peace sign, but the thumb also. That's what to look out for. So here we go. But I will post the whole, I don't care about posting the whole unedited video and stuff if it ends up being an issue, but I need to hear first. Like, I can't remember why there's a couple minutes cut out. So I made that video, didn't add anything to it. So you just uploaded it, really? Boom, Ziggy, finally we're now on the right track. This is exactly, no, Fred, I was going to send it to, I'm in the process of sending Fred the whole unedited video. Me and him listened to part of it, like, yesterday when I was dropping him off, but like outside the place, we listened to a little bit of it, and I need to change, in order to upload it to a YouTube link, I need to change the format of the call, and I just haven't had a chance to, because some people can't figure out how to open the Dropbox links, and I sent him the Dropbox link, but I don't think he's had a chance to actually listen yet. So here we go. This is a call for the Lady of the Night call.
Weird how much like Knoxville has. Well, Andy didn't mention it. Actually, Fred Hill mentioned it to me about Andy. How Andy.
Well, I called her today, and she said that when Don came down there, he was down there regularly every 2 or 3 weeks. He made a trip down there to where she was at, and he did bring somebody with him several times, but she don't know who he was.
Oh man, if she saw a picture of him, I wonder if she would know him. If she would know if it was him.
I would know him if she had a picture of him. Yeah. But she didn't make his name. And the reason she really told his name is like she was, regular.
Yeah.
She was like it was like a hotel type deal.
Yeah.
It was like a hotel on the outside anyways, and in the back it was another deal.
Like in the back, maybe it was like a bar or something, or what?
No, it was just like a prostitute, drugs. I mean, they drugs back there, they take crack back there, they did all kinds of things back there. What's cool with it?
Oh, okay. So it was like one of those, like, kind of like
And it was
crappy
It
motels.
was like the really normal hotel on the outside in the front. They run it like a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
But she said when you drove behind the hotel, it was like two levels. There was like an underneath level to it, and then there was, but on the outside, just like a single level.
Yeah.
And back there is where they had rooms where he was cooking dope and.
Does she remember the name of the hotel or motel?
No, but she knows the guy that was over her was named Playboy.
Like her.
The colored boy.
Oh, yeah. So like her pimp or the guy that.
Right. He was like the boss over the whole ring cover.
Playboy. If it was.
I want the name of this woman, Ziggy. This could be anybody. You will listen to anything and put it the fuck out there. Playboy is dead. Lady of the night, my ass. I want her name. I want her real name. You were obviously talking to her, have a phone number for her. You know her fucking name. Give us her real name.
But did he own the motel or not?
No, Habib owned the hotel, which I guess was an Arab.
Oh, mad.
And she said they would never have anybody in the hotel part. Maybe one or two people a week, maybe. But that's not where they made their money anyways.
Wow. So, okay, Playboy, which...
everything like the outskirts of Knoxville was like...
Outskirts. I'm taking...
Yeah, it was not like in the city of Knoxville. It was like on the outskirts of it.
Playboy, okay, and then Habib,
what she called him.
owner, a motel. Man, so do you have, do you have the ability, like, to text her if I sent you a picture?
Oh, yeah.
Let me see if
she's going back home tomorrow with her husband.
Uh-huh.
She's just been visiting her mom right now. I said she's got her life together and
yeah.
trying to do
Amazing. That is, I love that.
What was funny was I was just sitting there helping her mom for the toilet, and my phone kept getting notifications and line up, and she said, your phone keeps lighting up. I said, it's probably my YouTube about summer, and she said, well, somebody got over with. And I said, no, it's summer over with. I said, it's a little girl missing. She had no idea the little girl missing. So I showed her a picture when she seen doctors, and she said, I know him. I said, how do you know him? And he gave her a ride back to this area when she left there.
For all we know, this is some crackhead. Just looking for a payout and some money and knows Ziggy's channel's big. Ziggy just listens to whatever and then fucking runs with it. Right? No proof, no receipts, no nothing.
So, okay, so you're talking about the... Wait, are you talking about this lady? Or you guys? Wait.
Yeah, the lady he brought back here with him.
Back here?
Back here.
I'm gonna pause this. You guys, please rewind. You're gonna have to watch this from the beginning because it's very confusing. Like, this is the Knoxville call from 2 years ago. Please, you'll have to watch from the beginning. I don't want to cut this off. I want to play this straight through for you guys, for those who want to clip it and look into this. Like, I don't want to do commentary on this. You know what I mean? So I want you guys to hear this. This is like super important.
Where's here? Like, Roger?
Well, he gave her a ride to
I don't know why, but that sounds just like Crystal Spencer to me. Why didn't you turn that into TBI, Ziggy? See, that would be a tip you turn into TBI. I'd like to see your tips about Knoxville turned into TBI. Did you turn any tips about Knoxville in? About Playboy? That's what I want to know, because if you truly believe it, this should have gone to TBI and not to us. You're sick in the fucking head.
What's it called?
But she was wondering.
What?
It's like right before you get the jeans for it.
Is it BLOUNT?
BILLE.
Yeah, BLOUNT.
It's in Sullivan County.
Okay, BLOUNTBILLE. Bluntville?
Yeah.
Like you smoke a blunt?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Okay, like Okay, sorry.
And she didn't have him take him to her family shop to take him, but she had him drop him off at like a McDonald's or something, she said.
So would he like was he a regular of her?
Yeah. She was a regular of hers and many others.
Oh, many others. Wow.
Yeah, there's like 5 to 7 girls there at all times.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. They've got their own little thing around down there, apparently.
Yeah.
She's scared of the guy playboy, so I mean, yeah,
she's scared of what?
She's not a fan. She's scared of the guy that runs the place.
Oh, really? Like the Habib guy?
Yeah, the pimp. No, the pimp. The playboy guy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So he beat the hell out of her the day that she left.
Was it the drugs that kept her in it? Like kept her stuck?
Well, she was saying she got down that night when she was dancing at a club called the Mouse's Ear.
The Mouse's Ear?
And she was dancing at a club down the Mouse's Ear. And she met a friend down there, the dancer, and her name was Diamond. And she got 3 roommates with her. Well, Diamond got tired because she was selling drugs out of the club. But she convinced this girl, we'll call her Ruby, to start doing like private events, you know, like
Yeah.
for other people, you know, like private.
Right. Like do
well, they ended up at this place. And come to find out, Diamond pretty much brought Ruby there as just a peace offering to Playboy.
Oh.
On the drug debt. And she just kind of got left there. And that's how she kind of ended up there with total.
Wow.
Yeah, she said 3 days went by, Diamond was gone, and she was there. And she spent 10 months there.
So she stayed at, like, lived there at this place pretty much.
Yeah, they all live there.
And
Ziggy, how do you not know who this lady is, but you have her phone number? I'd really like to know if you turn this into TBI. This is too much for me, man. You just go with anything.
And Don was the one that gave her a ride to get away from there?
Yeah, he did beat the hell out of her, apparently. And when he came out, I guess, he'd come in there and he'd buy a lot of drugs, and leave. And he said, you want to go party? And she was sitting there, and she said, yeah, but she grabbed her backpack. And she was planning on just, you know, jumping out and leaving. And she was on, you know, just to get away. But she talked me into bringing her back in the bubble.
Wow.
Yeah. And she said he talked crazy. He would talk, you know, religion and...
He would talk religion?
Yeah, he was definitely religious, but he was super high, she said. She said she was super high. She just tried to pacify him, you know, she just wanted to study him. And she wanted to tell him, you know, take her back there.
So...
You know, and
She
said, no, he was a nice guy.
Oh, well, yeah, he does come off like a nice guy. But I don't know how he is on crack.
It's weird.
But it was crack that he would purchase, correct?
Yeah, he would purchase anything, she said, a lot of things.
A lot of different drugs?
Yeah.
Was he into any...
Apparently they were cooking meth down there in one room and crack and pills, person pills in another room. I mean, they had their own little drug ring going on down there.
So, wow. Okay, so did she mention about any type of weird fetishes with him, like sexually?
She said that he couldn't, he might have the urges, but he didn't have the ability.
Oh.
But the drugs would keep him from getting up.
So that would be kind of a good thing for her then, right?
Well, she said it would frustrate him, and she was just afraid that he would, you know...
Get mad,
beat on her, you know. She didn't understand what was causing the problem, you know. But she said she was trying to pass the time to get, you know, home.
So she's saying Dawn would go be with this girl. He couldn't get it up, and then he would beat her for him not being able to get it up. I don't believe a fucking word of this. This could have been anybody. Right, how much did she pay her? Why didn't it go, hey, Snow Angel? Why didn't it go to TBI? Why did it come to YouTube? Did you turn this call into TBI, Ziggy?
Wow. See, I remember
there's access to no phones or calls or anything, though.
That's crazy because I remember, would he be drinking too? Yeah, he would be drinking too, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember something said, actually, I think I remember.
I asked about kids, and she said no, Playboy was not about having children there. He wouldn't even let, he took girls and had abortions on to keep them from having children there. So that wasn't, I don't think someone would be there.
He's not arrested, like this stuff is still going on as far as she knows?
When she left there, it was. When she left, she didn't turn around, she never went back.
That's great. So how did she give you did she tell you when she left, or?
It was close to Christmas.
It
was around Christmas.
Wow, so
just
this past Christmas? Just this past Christmas?
Yes.
Did she know about missing Summer or Summer missing?
No, he never mentioned anything about none of that.
Wow, so she saw him after Summer went missing.
Yeah. But he never mentioned anything about none of that.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like a 2.5 hour ride here. But they didn't come straight back here. I love you, man.
Oh, wait a minute, Ziggy. I thought you said he went to Knoxville kicking doors in. But he didn't tell this lady that Summer was missing? I thought he went there with $2,000 to go to the drug dealer's house, turn everybody in. Do you realize how many times your story has changed? I just don't like this call. I feel like it's a setup. And if it ain't, it needed to be turned into TBI a long ass fucking time ago, not brought to YouTube. What if you hindered Summer's case? What if it's true, Ziggy, and you brought it out to YouTube and that pimp was able to move Summer? What if? Because you brought it out here.
He went and stopped somewhere else. She said she got to know where it was at. They were like a housing development, or they're building houses or whatever. And they stopped there. He done some drugs there for a few hours. And they come in.
So they did drugs there, or did they go to get drugs?
No, they just did drugs there.
Okay.
He so it's probably a house. He got like $3,000 on front before he left there.
He got fronted $3,000 worth of dope?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Oh my God. So, okay, so
he did that much too. He didn't already owe that much. But he was owing that much.
So he came there with $3,000 owing, or with the money.
Well, more than $3,000, and then he still owed $3,000 when he left. And he didn't want to with him.
Wow, this is like fascinating to me.
She didn't even know anything about the little girl.
The other thing is, Ziggy, how do you know? I got hiccups, sorry. How do you know whoever took Summer didn't set this call up? How do you know people's not just calling you for attention or clout? Like, crazy. She'll just run with anything anybody tells her and put it on the internet without turning it in. This reminds me. Who remembers the video? I gotta find it. I haven't been able to find it. There was a pink and black video. Benny was in it, and somebody had called Benny and said that Dawn had beat Summer over the head with something and killed her, unalived her. Who remembers that? That's sort of reminiscent to this.
Okay, so she left. She said
he never mentioned anything about it.
Christmas and never said.
And he said it whenever he went to the phone, he said, I wish I could help you more. You know, he said, but my 11 kids, are home and I can't, take you there, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, no, you've done enough. I'm fine, my sister and mom can do me.
And so, okay, so that house in Anderson that he left her at, or that they did drugs at, I bet that's one of the houses that he was working on at the time.
Well, that's what she said. She said that he'd done a lot of work in those houses.
Yeah, I bet
He said that they wouldn't, nobody living in them.
How did Dawn give so much information but didn't talk about his missing daughter? He talked about his work, his job, his houses, but this lady didn't know Summer was missing. It's all over the fucking news. I don't believe anybody would front Dawn Wells $3K in product either, especially when he lives so far away from Knoxville. Yep, something fucking wrong here. This is fake. Just like the fake CPS report.
They were being built, you know, you could tell that they were still under development.
She could probably go to Molly Golightly's or Blow.
No, this thing I'm talking about, T-Talk, had nothing to do with Ernie. Nothing. It was a couple. It was a lady and a man who had called Benny, and Benny was on the phone with them, and they were telling Benny in discreet detail how Summer died. Had nothing to do with Ernie. I need to find that fucking video. Hopefully Benny will see it. Hey, Benny, if you see that, can you send it to me through email, please? If you see this, I think that needs to be spoken about.
Horn Betty or whatever she was saying. Blow. And they show when they go and confront Dawn and Candace. They're over there at one of this housing edition. I bet it might be the same one.
It might be. He told her that he doesn't work all the way down to where, you know, the area that she got him, up with him at was in Knoxville. I mean, after she said.
I missed it, Little Meech. Maybe she was talking, maybe it's somebody Fred met in jail, where the Playboy comes from. Because remember, at first, Playboy was in court with Fred. Fred noticed him in court. He was dark-skinned, complected, and he came to court and was snitching and said he had information on Summer Wells' case. Then all of a sudden, this call came. I'm going to bet Fred set this up.
He doesn't work all the way down to there. So, I mean, he does work a lot of places, apparently.
Yeah, I wonder if it was Jonesboro where they stopped in that housing edition.
She don't really know. She said that she's also a pie. So, I mean, she said she was trying to tease him and just trying to say, you know,
right.
Him come. She didn't want him to turn around and bring her back to Playboy.
Yeah.
Period.
Yes.
This guy apparently has nothing to deal with. He's dangerous.
So she got married between now and last Christmas, or?
Yep. Yeah, she went in treatment as soon as I got her home. She was at home. Her sister and mom stayed up with her 9 days, for 5 days until they got her into a treatment facility, which she had to get on a plane to go to. And she likely met somebody down there. They got married. They just got back on their honeymoon like 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah, and her kids, she's not back with her kids full time yet.
Yeah.
Because they don't really know her. Right. They know her as Sissy and not Mom, so I mean, she's trying to, you know.
One thing at a time. I mean, she's doing the right thing. I think that's great.
But yeah, she said she didn't want to be not part of any of this, but yeah, it's just a part of her life. She just didn't want to.
Yeah, I know. Well,
but she didn't know Dawn. And what was really weird is she said that she was trying to cover up the bruises, you know, on her face.
Yeah.
With some makeup, and he kept saying, he shouldn't do you like that. He shouldn't have done this and that to her. He said, one of y'all should kill him. And she said, no, I'd be in prison the rest of my life. She said, down there, that's enough like prison, you know. And he was like, well, no face, no case. And she said, what do you mean? She said, well, if they don't find him, they can't charge you with anything.
Oh my God.
And she said, she just kind of, you know, okay, brush it off. And she's like, he could you could have dropped him off in the sewer or put him in a septic tank and nobody would have found him. He said the gases would have, you know, deteriorated the body faster. He said, I know for a fact that it would. He said, I know people that put in tanks and never been found to this day.
Oh my.
She didn't know if he was just high or what, but she just was trying to tease him and was just like smiling and just, you know. And then he would go
information about Bible and stuff. Oh my God. Is this something that he was really psychotic? Oh my God. Was this said? Really, really off the thing. Yeah. Was this said like since Summer went missing? Like this was in December. So all this, she only saw him in December, that's the only time, or? No, she seen him many times before then, but when she came home with him was in December. Was when he was saying about the septic tank and stuff? Yeah. Oh my God, dude. They were sitting in a housing development whenever he was telling her about it. Okay, so a septic tank he said septic or sewage?
Now, how could he tell her all that if he didn't tell her Summer was missing? Do you understand how this is a lie? The first second, this woman didn't even know Summer was missing. Now, all of a sudden, he told her about Summer being in a septic tank. Oh, okay.
Tank, is that how he said it?
Where he grows.
He said, well, through the city, they have sewage, and you could put him in a sewer. He said, that better yet, you could put him in a septic tank. And she was just, okay. And she just didn't remember why, and she just figured he was talking craziness. Or even better, septic tank. Right. Oh my God. I think she said that it's the methane gas from the waste will deteriorate the body and cover it up too. Is that what he said? Did he mention methane gas? Yeah, that's what he told her. It would break the body down and nobody would ever find anything. He said that he knew people that had put in septic tanks and never been found yet. And what made me think it was Rose. The one was missing her. Oh my gosh. Or even Summer. Yeah, or Summer. He said he met people for years that had never been found, Those people. Oh my God. Who have been put in septic tanks. Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe Summer. Is there a septic tank on that property? Yes. And did they even check it?
Nice to see you guys through my.
I just clicked on the video. This video is 2 hours and 22 minutes long. It's kind of like derailing. So I'll have to listen to it without you and then share it. But just me thinks that everybody should watch this and share it. So let me go ahead and do this, but I don't have another 2.5 hours to go over this. I do appreciate you telling me, though. Chicken on a Stick came to YouTube like 2 years after Summer went missing. A year. It was around the time Andy Bernard came to YouTube. I promise you I'll watch this, though. Everybody go see Tabby Cat's video. Share it out. Sub up. Give her some views. I just don't have 2 hours and 22 minutes to listen right now.
I don't know. That's what people are wondering, but I think. But here's the thing: that's what they hit on is the methane out of your body. When your body starts decomposing, that's what cadaver dogs hit on is methane. So that's kind of what you hit on septic tank. Right. So what I think that the septic tank on that property is like an old. I don't. There's a well. Oh my God, this is like few feet deep. It's for the cover of it, I'd say. What'd you say? I said the cover of the septic tank probably just a few feet deep under the ground to get to it, like tractor or whatever. Oh my God! And you're saying she hasn't? She's not wanting to like call like TBI? She don't want to be no part of any of it. She just told me this out of good faith and know this. Because she didn't even know anything about Summer. She just knows he'd give her a ride home and she appreciated it. Oh my God. So, oh my God. But she's living her own hell, you know what I'm saying? She's what? She's living her own hell right now. Yeah. But pretty much breaking her out of that. You know, really. But she had seen him more than once. She's seen him several times. He was like every 2 or 3 weeks, he would show up down there. And the guy.
He was staying my other two, and then he would leave.
And the guy. So the guy. The
guy was someone he several times, but she didn't know the name.
Can you send her those pictures I just sent you?
Yeah, I can send them to her if she says.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, can you ask her? Just like, I mean, would she respond right now while we're on the phone?
Just me. I shared it here. I shared it on my community post. It's a little derailing, please. Like, it's shared. I love Tabby Cat. Please watch her video. I gave you the name of it. There's nothing more I could do right now. Thank you, though. Thank you for the link. Are you comfortable dropping your email? Yes. Little Devane in here. Hold on. It's ctsims2003@gmail.com. And I did share the link in my chat for anybody that wants to go watch it. There's my email. Okay.
Or is she like?
No, she won't respond right now because she's at her mom.
Okay.
And like I said, she couldn't even talk to me about this without her mom or her husband. She don't, him to know that part of her life.
So, like, he would always come down with another guy? Do you know about?
Or no, just several times he did, but not always. He usually by himself. But she said she could remember 3 occasions he came with someone else.
But,
and they're always in a red car or a blue, like, blazer thing.
I don't understand this. How did Dawn not tell her Summer was missing, but she has all these details? Ziggy, this is a fake call. Just like the fake CPS report. I want you to quit talking about this shit. Okay? It's time for you to stop talking about this shit. It's fake. It's made up. In my opinion. This lady wanted bail money. She wanted you to send her fucking money.
A red car? Like,
yeah, a blue blazer.
Blue blazer.
Like a blue Forerunner or something. She said she wasn't really sure to make. But one was a red car, a newer model, and then that's what she came home in was the red car.
Okay. It's probably his newest, that one.
Do you know the first time that they gave for that, Little Meech, was 3:30? Chad was down there at 3:30. Then it changed to 4:30. Now it's 5:30. There's no straight answer from Fred about anything. Yes. This is definitely manipulated information.
And that he got, and he just got out by yeah, it's probably that red car that yeah, his new, he got that in like October.
I remember. Well, she has a newer car.
Yeah, it's new, and I don't know why I can't think of the type of vehicle it is, but it's red. And the blue, you said it's, and
she said it was like a blazer or like a,
okay.
It was like a 4-door SUV type vehicle.
Okay.
She said it was like navy blue.
Okay. I don't know. It's not ringing a bell, but I'm sure, like, because I was thinking, like, Andy has he had a silver, like, Kia. It's like a box looking.
She said it was like a box looking thing, but like I said, you have to consider she was on a lot of drugs down there too.
She said box, actually, like box, or?
She said, yeah, it was like a square looking SUV box type thing. Vehicle. She said, but like I said, she was on drugs, so I mean, she wasn't lying about the counter.
That's crazy, because if she said box, like, I wonder if I sent a picture to her.
I could do that.
Hold on, let me.
But she didn't know anything about Summer. She said he never mentioned anything about Summer. And the only time that he did mention anything about his family was whenever he was talking about it. He said he wished he could do a little more for her, but he couldn't take her home with him because his wife and kids were there.
So, wow.
I mean, I always called him Donnie.
She called him Donnie?
Yeah, they always called him Donnie.
So the Playboy guy, was he the one that fronted him the drugs too?
Yeah, he ran the whole thing.
And this is out on the outskirts of, and she can't, like, she doesn't know, like north, south, east, west.
Yeah, no idea. Like I said, she was took there, dropped off there, a kid came up there. And the only time she was allowed to leave there is with one of his guys that would take them into town or whatever. She wouldn't know anything else about it. And she pretty much took.
I always thought 3:30 was a big time. It's also the time Dawn left work to go to Dollar General. Candace got home about that time. 2:30 was the guide wire going down, according to Karen Elliott, which is really what I wanted to hear here, but we're into the lady of the night. I found a shocker. I hope you guys are enjoying. We get to hear the call.
Under, you know, his thumb.
Yeah, so.
They were getting home or in and out drugs or something. She was never getting out of there.
Yeah. So,
and he said, "Do you want to go party?" And she said, "Yeah." And she just took the chance and left with him.
Well, I'm surprised.
Her plan was just to push off her money, you know, when she got so far away. But she convinced him into taking him and pushed her into home.
That what? When she got so far away, what happened? What?
She was planning, but, you know, somehow started running. Once she got so far away, you know, and just going home on her own. But she had convinced him to take her, you know, on into Rockville.
Yeah.
And he dropped her off there in a McDonald's.
Wow. So how was he supposed to go back to that motel again if he never brought her back?
That's what I said. And that's what he told her. He said, "Well, Playboy will probably be mad because of this. If he comes out, I'll kick you out of there."
Yeah.
She said he kept saying that on the way down there, and she was afraid he was going to turn around and take her back. You know, change his mind. And she would just distract him and start talking about something else.
Right. Like, I wonder if
he said he just couldn't perform, you know, sexually. He would get frustrated and, you know, the drugs that were doing it.
Yeah, because I actually remember, I think, something being said about sexually, like, when he was drunk, like, I don't know. I know it's weird. I thought I remembered something coming up.
Jody was woken up by a noise. I believe the time was 2:18 or 2:36. She was woken up by a noise, texted Andy. By 3:30, she was outside with her son checking property lines. That's the time Fred said Chad Arnold came down. So Jody would have seen Chad. The original time.
Yeah. And she's not really the one that she said that it wasn't the alcohol that was probably doing it. It was probably the crack and the meth and stuff they did. So she said she seen a lot of me in my thoughts, but they just didn't perform once they got so high.
The scream didn't happen till 4:42, Twister. The door slam was prior to 4:42. It's the noise that Jody Sue thought she heard that woke her up. Yeah. The scream was about 4:42, I think she said. Everything after 3:30 was wiped from the Wells and Grandis's phone. Yes. And the TBI also says Summer was last seen walking away from her home in the early afternoon hours. Wording is so important.
So,
no matter what, I mean, she said no matter what that was done, they just could not.
Okay. Wow. This is so crazy. And you trust this lady.
Like, very crazy. Well, I trust her 100%, yeah.
But
I never think she's very good.
But nothing can be said about this online.
I mean, you can say whatever, just don't mention her name or something like that.
I mean, I don't know her name, so that'd be.
That's right. We just call her Ruby, and I call her.
And I wouldn't mention your screen name either, unless you wanted me to. I mean.
Yeah. But I mean, she's scared of the guy.
I mean, I'm gonna probably have to Do you care if I just feel like I have to turn this in, like the record. I mean, I just have to call them or TBI. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I thought about you if you had the to know, but she didn't want her name mentioned.
Right, but
She wanted to come back,
yeah, but maybe they could figure out by, like, I mean,
she said if they do it anonymously, that would be fine, but she didn't want to be that part of it.
right. I mean, I don't think that they'll be able to find her, but I wonder if they could figure out what motel that is by just those names.
It's on the outskirts of Knoxville. It's run down like in the downtown part. It's more like off in like an exit off of the outskirts of Knoxville. And she said from the outside it's like a single level hotel, like just one level. She said like Norman Bates style, like, you know. She said she thinks it was like 6 or 8 rooms on top, but she never seen the bottom level unless she pulled behind the hotel.
Outside.
And behind the hotel it was like 2 stories, and there was always towels or stuffing under the balcony, and, you know, the bottom level was where they kept drugs. And Habib lived there too, and below the office. But you can't see none of that unless you go behind the hotel.
He lives below the office or in the office?
He lives below the office. He has like it's like a top level and a bottom level, but you can't see it unless you go out behind the hotel.
And I'm guessing Habib is probably,
He's the owner of the hotel.
yeah, but he probably got prostitutes too.
Or no, he don't have prostitutes. He gets a fair share cut check from Playboy for what he does there.
So, wow.
He even watches the girls for him when Playboy's not there to make sure, you know, they're not making money that he's not collecting on.
And he doesn't get any, like, sexual acts from the...
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
That's what I was saying, is I bet he does.
He said that he only allowed 10 girls to clean, though, in the house, like the hotel part.
Yeah.
And there were 2 Mexican girls that he allowed to go in and clean those rooms. There were only those 2 girls.
Two Mexican girls, is that what you said?
Yeah, that prostitutes.
Oh,
she said they were sisters.
They were what?
They were allowed to go down and clean the rooms, and that was it.
They were Mexican?
Because the back area has no phone services whatsoever.
Now there's 2 Mexican prostitutes. Guys, I'm out of weed. I'm literally smoking resin, and I'm going to hit it with you because I need to with this shit. I'm going to get some tomorrow. Here, smoke it up. You're going to need it. This shit is crazy. Like, she's literally sitting here. Dawn say, what did they say about 2 Mexican prostitutes? I'm going to go back a few minutes.
Thanks.
I mean, I thought about you if you had the to know, but she didn't want her name mentioned.
Right, but
she wanted to come back, you know.
yeah. But maybe they could figure out by, like, I mean,
she said if they do it anonymously, that would be fine, but she didn't want to be that part of it.
right. I mean, I don't think that they'll be able to find her, but I wonder if they could figure out what motel that is by just those names.
It's on the outskirts of Knoxville. It's run down like in the downtown part. It's more like off in like an exit off of, you know, the outskirts of Knoxville. And she said from the outside it's like a single level hotel, like just one level. She said like Norman Bates style, like, you know. She said she thinks it was like 6 or 8 rooms on top, but she never seen the bottom level unless she pulled behind the hotel.
Outside.
And behind the hotel it was like 2 stories, and there was always towels or stuffing under the balcony, and, you know, the bottom level was where they kept drugs. And Habib lived there too, and below the office. But you can't see none of that unless you go behind the hotel.
He lives below the office or in the office?
He lives below the office. He has like it's like a top level and a bottom level, but you can't see it unless you go out behind the hotel.
And I'm guessing Habib is probably,
He's the owner of the hotel.
yeah, but he probably got prostitutes too.
Or no, he don't have prostitutes. He gets a fair share cut check from Playboy for what he does there.
So, wow.
He even watches the girls for him when Playboy's not there to make sure, you know, they're not making money that he's not collecting on.
And he doesn't get any, like, sexual acts from the...
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
That's what I was saying, is I bet he does.
He said that he only allowed 10 girls to clean though. In the house, like the hotel part.
Yeah.
And there were 2 Mexican girls that he allowed to go in and clean those rooms. There were only those 2 girls.
Two Mexican girls, is that what you said?
Yeah, that prostitutes.
Oh, two.
She said they were sisters.
They were what?
They were allowed to go around and clean the rooms, and that was it.
They were Mexican.
Because the back area had no phone services whatsoever.
So it was 2, you said Mexican girls that were.
Yeah, they're 2 Hispanic girls, yeah. They were sisters.
Okay. Sisters, 2 Hispanic sisters that cleaned.
Yeah.
And were,
they were trusted to do more than most of them was.
And what? Okay, wow. Okay.
She told me some horror stories about that place, and I don't blame her. I'd be scared of that guy too.
Wow. How many people were working for him?
She said there would be anywhere from 5 to 7 girls there at a time.
But.
And most of them started out as dancers like she was. But her so-called friend Diamond that took her there for that private party was never seen again. I mean, she reckon never seen. I mean, she just left her there.
Was this a white chick? Did she tell you like?
Yeah, she was a white chick. She was white, but she was older than her. She's only 23. This girl was probably, she said, like in her 30s, 35 maybe.
30. Okay.
And come to find out, she was still with them.
Much like Donna Serafina. Hi, A1. Donna Serafina's the worst. The shit she said about Summer is disgusting. Extremely disgusting. Let's just find out this was an accident or something and all the essay they put on this little girl. I'm not saying it's not a possibility. But what I'm saying is there's an appropriate way to report on that, and there's a non-appropriate way to do it. Ziggy, you need to watch the real news channels because you suck.
Just to squash a debt with Playboy. She was pretty much traded off. Because he told her, you belong to me now. You're here to cover her debt.
Wow. And he kept her like high
up. Yeah, for a long time he was.
Oh my God, Twister. Do you remember how mad she was when she found out Jenny and them were, well, if they are, doing a documentary and she wasn't included? Or how about when she married Fred before Fred got there and was allowed to come stay with her and she was talking about, maybe we can write a book. She was so excited. She truly does think she's going to be famous. I truly believe that.
Okay, because she was like a queen of a cut house, you know. She just had to deal with him, Playboy, and that was it. And then a new girl come in, and she got back to, all back home to with the other girl. But she said the Mexican girls that claimed they didn't really associate with any of the other girls.
Did they work, too?
Yeah, they worked too, but they was like, I guess they've been there longer, had more trust, I don't know. She said she thought they might be illegal.
Right.
Legally here.
So did
just didn't have a place to go.
Did she get any of the money? Did she get any of the money, or was it?
She said she would make about $200, like, for sleeping with somebody. She might end up with 80 of it.
And what would she do with them? Would she be able to, did she have to pay for her drugs?
That was just for, drugs. It was always either pay for her room and board or drug debt or something. She said she never seen very much money at all. Whatever you have, just keep on cigarettes and stuff like that. Maybe an outfit or two. But that's it. She said she was never going to make enough money to get out of there.
So was she allowed to have a cell phone or?
No cell phone. They weren't allowed to have phones in the rooms, period. Or cars.
So how would she buy outfits and stuff?
He had 2 guys that worked for him that would take him into town if they needed something or
were they also, did she mention if they were also were they white guys, black guys, Hispanic?
They were white guys.
White?
They were tweakers, yeah, they were tweakers.
So I wonder.
She said they never left the property really. Even if they were left the property, a home and family elsewhere.
Wow.
And we kind of use that as just like his office, you know, bedroom.
Oh, so I wonder if his wife knew. Probably, huh?
No.
No. What did she think he did?
She said no. I don't know. But she said he would come there at least once a day. He might say there 2 or 3 times a night, you know, in a row. That he would at least make an appearance once a day to collect money.
So she doesn't think that she never saw any kids there?
No. He didn't want us to there. Like if a girl got pregnant, he would send them to have an abortion. And all of that.
So she doesn't think it's possible that he has anything to do with Summer's disappearance? The Playboy guy, like maybe...
No. Because I was... Well, he doesn't think it's kids. He said kids affected his money.
So he didn't even deal with underage girls or anything that...
That's crazy. So now Playboy didn't even see the kids there. But remember how Ziggy has told us that they've seen the kids in the houses? This lady literally just told Ziggy that no, nobody has ever seen the kids. But Ziggy spread it around that she did. So she's taken this lady's conversation and changed the lady's story several fucking times.
Or you don't know?
No. She said all the girls that were there were at least of age. That she knew of. She said the one that was brought in that got her off the totem pole was in her 20s. She was younger than her, but not underage.
So is this girl? Is this girl a friend of yours or?
Yeah, I've known her since she's been a baby. Oh, wow. Her mom and me are really close friends. Yeah. But she was a good girl until her dad died. I mean, her dad died. She just lost. I mean, she went haywire. I mean, she was wild and. I said she was in Knoxville dancing at that club and just got into all this mess.
So she danced at the Mouse here?
The Mouse is here, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard, Fred mentioned.
She made a lot of money there.
Did you know Jody Sue?
I don't know. I never asked her.
I heard Jody Sue. Well, yeah, I really am interested if she knows who Andy is. And I see those pictures. Do you know if the guy that came with Dawn was the same person each time?
Yeah, she said it was always the same guy.
She didn't say whether...
She didn't know his name, but she said she really never wanted to know his name, really.
Did she mention the guy who came with Dawn? Was it the same guy every time? Why would Dawn go to Fred and ask him to go to Knoxville with him? Who's that guy, Ziggy? Was that guy Fred? Every Knoxville trip, did Fred go with Dawn? You really got me curious now. We're getting some information here if this is true. Was it Fred? Because Fred is where Dawn went and asked Fred to go to Knoxville with Fred. Do y'all remember? Fred said, no, I ain't going there.
You didn't describe him in any way.
I mean, she said he was a younger guy. He was younger than Dawn. Or Donnie, as she called him.
So...
And one reason she liked Donnie's name is because he was a regular, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She said that they didn't have like a lot of drugs running in and out of there, so there wasn't a lot of traffic, that they would be delivered to other people to, you know, dispense elsewhere. So they didn't have a lot of traffic in there. But people working in there was usually for sex.
Huh. This is
the one that knows Playboy very well. Apparently, he knows him from prison.
He knows Playboy from prison?
Right.
Dawn does?
Yes, that's how he knows him to start with.
I wonder what prison.
I don't know.
Dawn ain't never been in prison in Tennessee. He went to jail one time. Dawn has never been arrested in Tennessee up until Summer's case. Did y'all know that? Arrested, but not held. You don't find his mugshots in Tennessee. You find them in Texas, Arkansas, Utah, California, but not a damn thing in Tennessee up until his DUI. So this is a bold-faced fucking lie, Ziggy. We all have done the math and the homework. Wow. You're something else, bitch.
See, so I wonder how long Dawn has been going there because
she was there 10 months, and she said since she's been there.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think the last time that he would have been in prison, though.
I don't know. I think that's like quite a bit of years of prison.
I'm shocked with all the CPS calls and Animal and ASPC and whoever else has come to Ziggy's house. I am extremely shocked that nobody has called and turned in their Social Security and how many gifts and cash rewards they get. Because as adults, as a married couple, you have to turn in both incomes. I hope you know that, Ziggy.
Wait, Playboy did quite a few years? Or?
Yeah, he done a few years, I think, in prison.
Do you know what for? Or?
I think it was manslaughter, murder, or something like that. Maybe murder or something. It was a murder charge, killing someone.
Murder or manslaughter?
She said he was for killing somebody somehow, but she didn't know how. She never asked the details.
Okay.
She tried to just keep him, calm.
And how old did she say he was? Does she know?
Hi, Deb.
He's probably in his
Thank
early
you.
50s, late 50s. She said he's still in his 60s, but he's in his 50s. But he don't look it. She said he looks like he's in his 30s.
Right. That's why black people, they're so lucky. They look young for forever.
Yeah.
They look younger longer, usually.
She said that she had thought about, overdosing herself, thinking she could get to the hospital to get away. And that a girl had done that once before. They took her to the hospital to get help, and apparently totally got paranoid.
Yeah.
And had his two guys go pretty much sneak her out of the hospital, brought her back to the hotel room, or to the hotel, and within 2 days again, she overdosed again, and he started just to take her and get rid of her, and they just took her number out somewhere. But she said she didn't have that idea no more either.
So they picked her up from the hospital and have her dumped somewhere.
No, they called her back to the hotel after they picked her up from the hospital, but she was okay then. She came back and done more drugs. And overdosed again. And he said just take her and get rid of her. They just took her and dumped her out somewhere. And she said she don't know what happened to the girl, or she was okay, or.
Oh my God! Did she describe what the lady or what the girl, anything about her?
No, she had short hair. Well, she can remember about her. Because she said she thought about going out herself, overdosing, so they could take her to the hospital to get help. And after she said that, she said she just forgot about that idea.
Did she know if the girl was like alive or when? I mean,
she was breathing, but she said, she was in bad shape. She is, she is some narco.
I can't believe they didn't keep them there on hand. Oh my God.
Well, they did, but I mean, they didn't really care. They said the girl had done it several times, and she was afraid she would get to the hospital and tell them what was going on there, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So, I mean, that's why she didn't. It was too much of a liability, I guess, for him. So, they started this blood green going on.
Oh my gosh.
But she said that the hotel doesn't look run down or anything on the outside. From street view, it looks, looking,
Did she just
it's not that fancy or nothing, but it's, clean and stuff. It's got an in-ground pool, a small ground pool. Yeah, they're not allowed to use it, though. The girls were not. And she said they didn't have many people there, maybe 1 or 2 people a week, if that.
And
did she just say Dawn was up there seeing 1 or 2 people a week? All right, guys, I went 15 minutes over my 2-hour time limit. I'm going to come back in a few hours. I have to go help with dinner. My daughter-in-law is supposed to make dinner, but I don't know if she's going to make it. So I'm going to go for a couple hours, but I'll be back probably about 10 o'clock tonight. and we can finish this. I'm just going to leave the tab up because this is too good not to finish, and it's a long live. It's like a 3-hour live. So I want to thank you all for being here. I'm going to go have dinner. If it's dinner time where you live, go have dinner, take a break. I'll see you all about 10, 11 o'clock tonight. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. Peace and love to you all. See you in a bit. Bye.